We're here in about a week into August, and Erod is back. He's back from that sprained ankle that shut him down for a good while. We're gonna go ahead and give him a rehab assignment just to start things off in terms of who he'd come in and replace. Oliver was the guy we called up to play for him, and Oliver is absolutely staying on the big league roster when Erod is back. He has hit his way into the starting lineup, and he will stay in the starting lineup probably for the rest of the season. I'm thinking that when Erod does come back, we'll let Walker Jenkins have a stint down in AAA. He is just not performing to these ratings and what he should be doing. So he's going to have a stint down in AAA, and that'll be the plan when Erod comes back. We've offered Sandy Alcantara a 2-year extension at $7 million a year. Nothing too crazy. He's played good enough to where he's earned the chance to, come back and do it again for us. Ground ball pitcher, high stamina, so and a good year here. So we're gonna offer an extension to Sandy Alcantara after he requested it. So that is that. And Luke Keeschel is back off the IL. He will also join Erod down in the minor leagues for probably a shorter rehab assignment. Both of them coming off, I believe they both sprained their ankle. 6 to 7 weeks with a high ankle sprain, and sprained ankle 4 weeks for Keeschel. They'll both go down, and then when Keeschel's back, I think that we're going to keep Torrin up. No, I think Torrin will probably go down, and then Taylor Walls will continue to be the shortstop, I think. Or I'll let Torrin be the shortstop. We'll see how both of those guys are looking once it's time to bring Keeschel up. Big series here in the middle of August. We got swept by Cleveland. We'll have a chance to get our lick back here on the 19th through the 22nd, a 4-game series at home. But as we know, those are our top competitor in the Central, and they just swept us. So not a very good update here, but a lot of baseball left to be played, so hopefully we can bounce back in this 4-game set, but obviously not ideal. And the third and final of our guys who are on the injured list is back, Dylan Cruz, with his intercostal strain. We're also going to give him a couple weeks down in the minors to get him back situated with things. And then I honestly don't know what the move would be for when he comes back, because Outman's been playing well. It could be Austin Martin, and that's kind of what I'm leaning in the present moment, because that's Noah Miller. He's not been playing well, but we'll see once we get to it, because Dante Nori's been fine. Well, I guess Dante Nori hasn't been playing great. I guess I just have a bit of a fandom and hoping that he'll turn out, because he should, honestly. But it'll likely be Dante Nori, because I thought before, when I was looking at this, he was hitting better than he is now. So it'll likely be Nori and Jenkins and maybe Noah Miller or Taylor Walls down, and then we'll get Keeschel, Cruz, and Erod up. So yeah, I'm actually going to bring Erod up right now. So I'll make that move, and I'm going to send Walker Jenkins down. So that'll be the first of the 3 moves that we're going to make here with the guys coming back off the injured list. And Sandy Alcantara will be back with the team, 2 years, $14 million. We get a former Cy Young and a solid, 3 to 4 starter back on not too bad of money. Could be better, but we have extra money, so there we go. Sandy Alcantara is back. We have an injury update here. Christopher Torrin bruised his kneecap. He'll be down for 6 weeks. That kind of helps us make a decision. Or throw him on the IL. And Luke Keeschel is back up. Erod is playing through a knee contusion. He's struggled a little bit since coming back. But Luke Keeschel back in the lineup. We are in the middle of this pretty big series against Cleveland right now. So it'll be big for us to get him back. And be able to have Luke Keeschel back a part of the roster. We are currently down 2-1 in this best of 4. Just lost this game 4-1. Nate Eovaldi didn't have the best outing. We'll see if we can close out this series. And we cannot. So Cleveland takes 6 of 7 against us here in the month of August, a month that's been pretty bad. So hopefully we can rebound on these final series and go into September and really bounce back, because we absolutely need to. So I'm going to go ahead and send Dante Nori back down here. We're going to go ahead and bring Dylan Cruz back up. He's ready. He didn't play great, but that's fine. We're gonna bring back Dylan Cruz. He will rejoin this roster. Some much needed reinforcements. So there we go. We hop in here at the end of end of August. We're on September 1st. August was not a positive month for us, and then it just gets worse. Linebacker fractured a cheekbone, so he's hurt down in A-ball or high A. In terms of hitters of the month, Eugenio Suarez, one's batter of the month. He's had a really good career, kind of revitalization. He's got Ironman proneness. He just comes in and just hits dingers. That's all he does. Ryan Clifford, player of the month, former rookie of the year. Crochet and Jose Soriano, who's a Padre now. Pitchers of the month, Mason Adams, a rookie. Luis Gastelum. And that'll be it. Like I said, not a good month. We're 2.5 games back. We went 10-18, so not good. We do have September call-ups here. We are going to bring Walker Jenkins back up. You can kind of see what he's done in 8 games in St. Paul. So, Walker, would you please do it in the major leagues? I think I'm not going to think this. I think Sasaki is going to be the guy I bring up. I gotta believe in him. There's just too much that's already there that it has to work. In terms of Nicole Reagan's update and how he's doing in the bullpen, he's at 13 outings now, 4.34 ERA. The per nines look really, really, really good. The BABIP he's getting rather unlucky, a 3.95 there. So all in all, it's working, and we're gonna keep trugging along with that. And then, honestly, the pitching's been really good. You see all these guys under 100, and all these guys who are above 100 are, right there, not really that bad. We just need more than, these 3 hitters and Royce Lewis occasionally to, be consistent in the middle of the lineup. Again, when we started the year, we didn't expect the lineup to be the issue and the pitching staff to be the strength, but that is definitely the case here. I think we're going to make sure Walker Jenkins is kind of the 4th outfielder now that he's up, and he'll slot in over James Outman on both corners and get some time DHing. He'll start every 4th game, and we'll give him a chance to, find his groove again, and hopefully he can contribute in the major leagues. So let's do one more thing. Let's look around the league, see who we're competing with. Red Sox look to be, 4.5 game lead over the Orioles and the Rays. So they look, we just played them in a series, and I think they took 2 of 3. Yeah, our only one was in 10. They're a very good team. Definitely a threat in the American League. Obviously, we are battling Cleveland. The Rangers have a pretty steady lead on the A's, and the Mariners here. Looks like that's their division to lose. Gunnar Henderson has kind of resurged a little bit. He's been extremely good. Mayer's definitely cooled off a good amount. Not hitting where he was before, but still putting up really, really good numbers. Suarez leading in homers. We have Eovaldi and Keeschel as the main statistic leaders for us. Grant Taylor, again, still being really, really good. And then those are our pitcher war leaders. In the National League, the Nationals have actually jumped out ahead of the Braves by just half a game here. So the NL East is definitely a battle to keep an eye on between those two teams. And then we have the The Brewers really doing battle with the Cubs. The Reds have kind of fallen out of this race a little bit as they sit 5.5 games back. And the Dodgers are going to Dodger. They're almost winning double the games they're playing. Almost double the losses they have to wins. They're definitely going to take the NL West this year. Moreno, Freeman, and Condon still doing their thing. They're still, three of the best players in the National League. We see Lindor pop up on this batter war league leaders because his elite defense and the fact that he hits the ball really well. No surprise there. In terms of pitchers, Hauser, Webb, Lodolo now. Kirsch falls out of the top three. But, Kirsch doing this at 39, you got to shout him out. I hope we see this matchup in the playoffs and we get to see Kirsch against the Dodgers. In terms of pitcher war, Yamamoto's been excellent. And he's got, 6 pitches that are all plus. He's absolutely ridiculous. The Dodgers are so good. So that's kind of the league update. Hopefully our Twins can bounce back a little bit here, have a good month, and go give us some playoff baseball back in Minnesota. Dylan Cruz has been hit with a day-to-day injury with a mild oblique string, so back-to-back injuries within his core. And he's had 3 of these now in the last few years. I do think we're going to hit him with an IL stint, just 10 days. It just has too much of an impact on how he plays, and I figure might as well do it now than never. I think I actually might bring up Maia for this little stint. I know Nori's kind of the main guy, but I want to see Maia in the majors, and it's only 10 days because he'll be back right once this IL time is up. So we're gonna try out Brandon Maia for a little bit, and Walker Jenkins is the guy who's gonna slot into right field now as well. So there's that, and we get a big update kind of around the league. Freddie Freeman, who we mentioned, definitely in contention for an MVP in the National League. Done for the year, torn labrum. So the powerhouse in the National League and the Dodgers lose. Kind of feels like their leader on offense. So big blow to probably the heavy favorites this year. And we get hit with a big injury here. Royce Lewis, who's kind of been our most consistent, solid bat this year. Rotator cuff strain that'll set him down for the rest of the year. So Royce Lewis, almost a 3-WAR season. He eclipsed what he did a year ago in 30 less games. On pace for a 2020 year. His season will conclude. Definitely not what we wanted to see. So now we need to bring up an infielder. I think Antonacci will be the guy. He's been really solid down here, and he's been a guy that we've been looking to bring up. So he, once we throw him on the 40 man, we got to make a spot for him. So I think we'll open up a spot here with Rincones, and then we'll go ahead and add Antonacci to both the 40-man and the Major League roster. So no more Royce Lewis this season. Austin Martin's also going to be the guy starting at third versus left-handed pitching. Antonacci, left-handed bat, not the best versus lefties. So, wait, did I read that right? Yeah, versus lefties. So Austin Martin will slot in there. And Dylan Cruz is back. We're going to throw him in, and I'll send Maia down. He didn't do great. So that will be the news there. Dylan Cruz back. Still struggling down here is Walker Jenkins. So he'll move back to the bench, and that'll be that. So we do get some much-needed reinforcements in the lineup. Hopefully it can be enough. We can start winning more games in succession. We are 4.5 games back of the division with, we're tied with Toronto, 2.5 game lead on the A's and Tigers for this third wild card slot. Yeah, I want to point out something that we are going to change. Something that I meant to do last offseason before we got to the postseason. It's something I do in all my saves. I make these playoff series longer. I feel like if you play 162 games, it shouldn't be decided in 3. I do best of 5 here, and then we'll do the no off days, 2 home, 2 away, 1 home. And then in the division series, we do the classic best of 7. 2 home, 3 away, and 2 home if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. So just something I wanted to throw in. This is how the playoff structure will be going forward. Little update here. We just won a series over the NL favorite powerhouse Dodgers here. 1-run games. Just an excellent series. Very good momentum. We've won 3 series in a row now. We took down KC 2 out of 3, took down Seattle 2 out of 3, and now obviously took down the Dodgers 2 out of 3. Another big series here with Boston, but we have given ourselves a game-and-a-half lead here on the wild card. It seems like that's going to be our best bet, as the Guardians have kind of ran away with this a little bit. They've been winning a lot of games in rapid succession here at the end of the year. So that's how things are looking. We'll update again once see how we do in these last few series. Small little injury here, but definitely not one you want to see with the final games of the year coming up. Sandy Alcantara, forearm stiffness. He's out for 5 days. Man, I'm thinking I'm just gonna bench him. 5 days with this. I don't really want to throw him on the 15-day and we lose him for the season. I think we'll just let Mick Abel slot in here, and we'll let Sandy rest. Definitely not ideal. We just lost this series to Boston, but Sandy will miss a start. We have the White Sox for 3, in Texas for 3, and then we head to Philly for 3, and we'll see. Those 3 series will determine whether or not we're a playoff team this year or not. We gotta do better than the Blue Jays, who have 1 more game in Tampa, 3 in Kansas City, 3 at home versus Baltimore, and then 3 more versus Tampa. So their schedule definitely favors us. The other team is Baltimore, who we just saw as a series with Toronto. They also do Tampa Bay, Toronto, Cleveland. So the fact that all the teams that we're competing against are playing each other does help a lot. So we'll see how these final series go. We have swept the Chicago White Sox, massive for our playoff push here. That puts us still 4 games back at Cleveland, and we're still tied with Toronto. So Toronto went out, and they beat Tampa Bay that final game and swept Kansas City. So we honestly needed that sweep. I thought we were gonna look at this and be 2 or 3 games up, but no, we absolutely needed that sweep. We need Toronto pretty much to get swept here, or lose 2 out of 3, and we need to go take care of business here in Texas. The Rangers, obviously no slouch. They're vying for the top of the AL West. So probably the biggest series of the year right here. So we'll see how it goes. We won the series here in Texas. Lost game 1, 1-0 shutout in game 2, and won 8-4 here in extras in game 3. Scored 4 in the 11th off a Nady Eovaldi start. We'll check in on him shortly. He's been excellent. But let's see how we're looking. We currently have a 1-game lead over Toronto. So as of right now, we would be in. We have 3 games to go to really decide it. Everything's going into these 3 games. So Toronto, like we said, plays plays Tampa Bay. Who played Cleveland? Oh, Baltimore did. Sorry. They played Tampa Bay for 3 games. Tampa Bay is already in, and I don't think that they can change their positioning other than moving up and down Baltimore here. So I don't know if they won't be, playing as hard as they would be otherwise. But we need to go, our fate's in our own hands at this point. So we need to go take care of business in Philly, a team that's bottom of the division. And I'm pretty sure the final game of the year will be against Joe Ryan. So you can't paint a better picture here. We'll see if we can get it done. And you got to be kidding me. We play 1 game, we lose it, and we lose Sandy Alcantara as well. I probably should have just thrown him on the IL. We decided not to. He waited, almost 10 days made this first start. Wasn't a bad one. But we will lose Sandy Alcantara. So if we do make the postseason, we will trot out a rotation without Sandy Alcantara. We lost game one here, 1-6. After Alcantara left, Kirkering and Rogers, our two best, imploded. Not ideal. Let's finish the day, and let's see. I gotta update this quick. We'll throw Abel in. Gotta call someone up. We'll call up Festa, and then we'll see here if Toronto won. They did not. They lost. So they lost 6-7 to Tampa Bay. So game 2 in Philly. Can we get it done? We can. We won. Who cares about these guys retiring? Byron Buxton got hurt. Oh, my God. This is terrible. What is going on? Byron Buxton just got injured. This has been, what are we doing? Okay, we win 5-1. Satake and Cruz hit homers. Montgomery hits his 30th. We just kept hitting the long ball. Andrew Painter, oh my goodness, against his former team. Yes, sir. And then we lose Byron Buxton. Oh, that's so bad. We haven't clinched. That means Toronto won game 2. So we need to, if we win, we guarantee the fact that we're in. If we lose, I do not know what the tiebreaker is. Why not just go and win? I think, let's take a look at who their pitcher is. And it is Joe Ryan. You got to be kidding me. You literally can't paint it better than this. Joe Ryan, the guy we traded away. We have now built a winning roster, and we're about to see if we can, take that winning roster to the playoffs. Nady Eovaldi's tired. It has to be Taj Bradley. It's a Taj Bradley start. Come on, gentlemen. Bring us to October baseball. Can we do it? No, we can't. We lost. Okay. We lose 3-10. Man, that's so not ideal. Taj Bradley only got through 2 innings and he got hurt himself. Everyone is getting injured. The season on the line. Joe Ryan was fine. 5 innings, 9 Ks. The biggest thing to look at here, we are tied with Toronto. It has them 1 slot ahead of us, so I'm pretty sure that means we have missed the playoffs in absolutely heartbreaking fashion. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No, absolutely heartbreaking fashion. Oh, man, that one stings a little bit. We'll finish the season 85-77. Nady Eovaldi, we brought him in to play playoff baseball, and he looked unbelievably good. But he won't see October baseball in Minnesota. That is devastating for sure. Let's take a quick just recap of the team. Did Buxton play in that final? No, he didn't. Okay, but he's still in the lineup. I didn't move him to the IL. I was too caught up in it. I'll just get rid of him and put him over there. Luke Keeschel, so good, man. He's so good. He's everything for us. He's kind of the only guy who hits. This deal's looking really fine for us. We're not upset about this extension whatsoever right now. He's been so good. 30 stolen bases, 22 homers. He's the man. Colson Montgomery hit a 30-homer season, but he couldn't really do anything else. I don't know what we do with Colson Montgomery. He's fast. He plays good defense, so he could be. He could play. I don't know. I don't know right now what's going to happen with Colson Montgomery. Olivar was excellent. He hit really well. Definitely someone I want to keep around. So he kind of played himself into a role on this team, which is, our lineup has so many guys who could be playing, which doesn't really help us. But, obviously it helps us because he's hitting well. But in terms of decision-making in the offseason, Antonacci came up, did not play well. Satake was fine again, really, really good. 120 games, 2.6 WAR. Leader in the clubhouse, good bat. Dylan Cruz was he really brought it together at the end of the year. He's definitely someone who is the future for us. Excellent in September, really good in those 3 games. So that's him post-injury. I mean, August, a little bit of a slump, but I don't really care. Uh, Dylan Cruz is the everyday right fielder next year. I'm going to just slot that in. Erod hit 169 and fell apart um, post him coming back from his injury. That's really 2 OPS plus in September. Man, I didn't know it was that bad for Erod. So maybe we move Erod to the bench next year. I mean, I cannot field the guy. I don't care how much you won't care about, these extra numbers. If you're hitting 169, you're not playing baseball for me. So we'll see what we do with Erod. Taylor Walls will not be the shortstop next year. Kind of just disappointed that we almost felt like we had to trot him out for 120 games this year. Not good. The backups, Torin played well. He's definitely got a good shot to be the shortstop next year. Outman was fine again. He's just a fourth outfield guy. Walker Jenkins, please just figure it out, man. Just figure it out. We'll throw him in the lab again this offseason. So Serta wasn't very good. He started in like 40 games. So we might be looking at a different back. Nah, he's cheap. He's league minimum. We're not asking a backup catcher to come in here. We're asking him to, have this personality and play good defense, and he does that. So Serta will be the guy. Let's look at the injured guys that we have. Royce was in the midst of probably his best career season when he went down with an injury. Royce is making $10 million next year, though. Is, a 3-WAR player worth $10 million? Probably. I was kind of setting that up to be like, no, but I honestly think he is. So Royce Lewis has a very good shot of being back. Sandy Alcantara, we already extended. We saw his year. He was really good. Taj Bradley's day-to-day, but Byron Buxton's the big injury. He missed out on that final series. Definitely a series where we, could have used a Byron Buxton. But he was so good. He played in 147 games. Like, it just sucks that it was the final 3 that he missed. He was so good, man. He's definitely still the plan. If one more year on this deal, so one more year Byron Buxton as a starting center fielder for the Twins. Let's look at the other starters, 'cause I almost kind of forgot. Andrew Painter's ratings have continued to progress, and he's continuing to look like an absolute ace. So I'm really happy with how this trade has turned out for us, despite, Joe Ryan beating us in the final game of the year. Andrew Painter's the man. Mick Abel, the other guy who came over from Philly, his home runs allowed is, I don't know if the potential was at 50 before. Maybe it was. But we have a lot of questions that need to be answered about this pitching staff. And Mick Abel is a guy I don't know. There's something about Mick Abel that makes me want to believe in him. Maybe it's the fact that, he's a former top prospect. Maybe it's the fact that he's kind of the main guy that you get back in the Duran deal. But if we can tap into this home run allowed, he's got a very good chance, and probably almost a guaranteed chance to be in our starting rotation a year from now. We obviously looked at D'Eovaldi and how good he was. He was unbelievable. 2-WAR and 12 starts. I would love to bring him back, but he's definitely going to have a huge market, and we're not even paying him any money right now. Taj Bradley was a guy I really liked this year. He didn't. The home run number wasn't a concern. He was walking under 3 guys per 9, striking out probably not as much as you'd like to see, but it doesn't matter. He was really good. Another guy we'll throw on the lab and hopefully get that movement down, and will continue to be a starter for us. Uriarte was solid. The per 9s are really well. Look really good. Kind of ignore the ERA for this one. I was really happy with Uriarte. Definitely someone I wouldn't mind bringing back and keeping in this rotation. That's kind of the starters. Let's look at what was the strength of the team, and that was all the relievers. That's not everyone, because David Festa came up at the end of the year and he was fine. Too many home runs, but we saw that in the regular season. John Schreiber actually did struggle. He started to fall off we saw the ERA. But he definitely started to struggle at the end of the year. These per 9 started to get worse. So Schreiber, Rule 5 pick, won't be back next year. But that's probably really as bad as it gets. Cody Funderburk finally had kind of the year we thought he could have. sub-3 ERA, really good home run per 9, really good walk. Really good. Really good year out of Funderburk. He'll be back. I think he will be back, actually. Let's see what his ARB estimate is. Yeah, he's back. You can slot that in. Tanner Banks, guy we brought in, super duper good. I mean, look at this. Less than 1 home run per 9. Great. Awesome. That's the expectation. He walked 5 guys. He had 5 walks in 48 innings. He's on arbitration. It's 3.4 mil. Tanner Banks, welcome back to the team. This is so good. Excellent out of Tanner Banks. Cole Sands is an interesting one because these per 9s are fine. Maybe he should strike out more to that walk ratio. I don't love that. The home runs allowed were only 0.6, but it seems like he's kind of that's waiting to kind of be our doom. Extreme fly ball, 45 home runs allowed. A guy who had a sub-2 ERA. I mean, he only wants 2.8 in ARB, so we'll see about Cole Sands. I mean, a guy who had a sub-2 ERA you probably want to bring back, and we'll probably do that. I did try. I didn't even mention this. We did throw 4 stoppers out there at the end of the year. Reagan's obviously was thrown here, and Sasaki I decided to put in here. We'll get to him. Kirkering, just a dog. I mean, this guy's so good. 100 innings. The per 9s are excellent. 2.5 WAR, worth every penny. He's definitely gonna be brought back. Tyler Rogers we already extended. He was worth every penny as well. This is really good. 1.5 WAR out of the bullpen. Sasaki actually really showed some really nice signs towards the end of the year. Obviously, as a reliever, the per 9s got better. The walks weren't great. But in September, look at this. 0.5 WAR, the best month of his career. Best month, at least of his career as a Twin. Didn't allow a home run, 14 innings. Really locked down. So Sasaki is definitely someone that, we're gonna keep believing in, and hopefully it finally comes to, next year, and he's gonna be, probably dude in this stopper role. The Cole Ragans experiment was interesting. We definitely think we found him a home as a stopper. These per 9s are unbelievably good. He had 1.5 WAR. The BABIP's unfortunate. The thing with Cole Ragans, 8 mil in ARB. Do you really want to throw 8 mil at Cole Ragans? Maybe we do. We'll see. That's kind of the team recap for right now. We'll jump right into the offseason. We'll do a little. Why don't we look at this quick? The playoffs: Boston, Cleveland get the byes. Milwaukee, LA gets the byes. Baltimore versus Tampa. Toronto versus Texas. Washington versus Atlanta. And Arizona versus Chicago. We'll take a quick little look at kind of the final stats. Gunnar Henderson won the batting title. He's out for 2 weeks, actually, fractured hand. So Baltimore will be without him. Red Sox took the AL East crown, Rays and Orioles behind them. Obviously, the Blue Jays also in, so 4 teams from the AL East are in. Eugenio Suarez had an unbelievable finale to the season. He, how many homers did he? He hit 16 home runs in August. So there you go. He's got 35 contact. It's a homer or a strikeout. There's nothing in between there for Suarez. What else do we got? Gunnar Henderson looks to be, in contention for that MVP. Mayer and Witt up there with him. Obviously, Eovaldi was so good. He's got a legit chance to go win the Cy Young. And he might, honestly, because we see that. I don't see the Grant Taylor from Chicago in here. So that's interesting. The Rangers ended up edging out the A's. The Nationals won the NL East. I think they won the NL East, right? Well, they're battling the Braves anyway, so it looks like the Nationals won it. Braves right behind them. Then Brewers took it over the Cubs, and Dodgers in here with 103 wins. Diamondbacks in as well. Freddie Freeman, Moreno, and Condon really good seasons. It'll be interesting to see who takes home the NL MVP. I really think it could be a toss-up. Juan Soto was great. Condon was great. Moreno was great. So it'll be interesting to see. And then I think Yamamoto should definitely be the Cy Young winner. He was just unbelievable this year. But we'll see what happens. We'll hop in next video. Obviously, we end on this heartbreak, but this is why we play. It's so fun to do this, man. So we'll do this again. Well, we'll hop back in, finish up the playoffs, and then we'll dive into the off season. A very important one, it feels like, in terms of the direction of the team, especially after a year like this. So I'm excited to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a great day.